We are live.
How dare you? That's my line.
Right. You talk for a bit. I've been out, so I've got an ice cream to eat.
Okay. Oh, shit. Hang on. What's it coming through? Oh, yeah.
You got to mute your web browser thingy.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's my, I've got my Bluetooth speaker going. So it's come through my Bluetooth speaker and not my phone. So, yeah, we're good. We're live.
Yeah, the starting block talk about how they like to talk about their own episode a lot.
Yeah.
We just go on Periscope just so we can listen to ourselves and see ourselves doing nothing. Just that
Pretty
black
much,
screen.
Yeah. It's I reckon it's the way of the future. You just all of the shows should be like the starting block. The starting block is like a, what would you call it? It's like how to, because they talk about a podcast, but the podcast is what they're doing. So it's like I don't know what I'm talking about.
They are the creme de la creme.
They're fantastic. By the way, Ryan Hall, what is he doing in defence? I'm watching this game, and I just don't know what he's doing. He's not a first grader. He shouldn't be out there. I don't know
first
who
of
else
all,
you could put there, but they'd be better.
I'd say the first person you don't want to ask is Ryan Hall.
Why is that?
Because I don't think he knows.
Yeah, that's true.
You're better off asking, say, Corey Thompson. He might be a better person to ask.
Yeah, there was one point there where he was just... he was defending, what's that dude from down in Canberra? Was the skull cap?
Oh, Croker.
Croker, yeah. He's just hopeless. Absolutely hopeless.
I saw that half attempt that the West Tigers threw away at the end of the first half where Corey Thompson decided not to draw and pass.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. And he threw it to, his winger, his winger was only ever going out.
Yeah, I don't know why Nofaluma didn't look to run back infield, actually.
Apparently it's really slippery out there. I didn't see what they were talking about, but they did a close-up of the grass. The grass seemed like it was pretty thick, pretty heavy.
I got an idea to help deal with that.
Yeah.
They should get spiky type things on the bottom of the players' boots to help with grip.
Like some sort of studs or something.
Now there's an idea.
And then you could wait 100 years and then have other ones that you call them blades.
Wow, that sounds technical.
Yeah. We're all technical today.
No, we are. Innovative, technical.
Yeah.
We're hitting home runs off both bats. That makes no sense.
That makes no sense. We're switch hitting.
That's it.
We're hitting for both sides of the plate. I think that's what you meant.
That one, yeah.
If you're hitting it with both bats, I think that's something completely different, and I don't want to be involved in it.
If it's a baseball term, then that's cheating, I think is what it's called.
Yeah. We're corking the bat. So, you how much of the first half did you see of this one?
Fair bit of it. I was watching it on my phone as we were coming home.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hang on, how does that work? Weren't you driving?
No, mate, I was in the passenger seat. I was watching the footy.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
That sounds good. So what is it like watching the footy on your phone? How does it work?
It's just on the NRL app.
Okay. Is it all right?
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
How much does that cost you, though?
$0.
Oh, wow.
It was part of the plan I got with Telstra when I signed up with the phone I got there.
Oh, nice. I like the price.
Although
I did have a look at the phone, the phone deals they had at Telstra when I got my new phone, which I called Jason Phone Malolo. And Telstra's prices were pretty, what was the word I would use? Exorbitant. Hey, did you see we might be getting sponsored by a Porto?
This is great news.
Yeah, I know you're eating a Porto right now. So that would be fantastic if they sponsored us, eh?
That's the reason why I'm late, actually, because the only Porto that's in Victoria that I know of is about 15 minutes from the South Australia border.
Oh, jeez.
When I found out that we had to... Well, it's actually not that far away, but it feels like it.
Yeah.
So when I found out that we were going to be out and we're going to be doing the live show, I was like, nah, bugger. Porto's more important. Let's go there first.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. What is this, the marketing thing for Porto? I know they'll have one.
In Victoria, there's none.
Yeah.
We can plug that gap in Victoria.
Yeah, what would our marketing slogan be for a Porto?
If you're a real human who likes real chicken, and not that crappy stuff they advertise at the AFL.
Yep.
But I'm assuming they advertise at the AFL. Get into some more Porto. Get it in here.
See,
or maybe even get it up here.
I like a Porto. I'm coming. That's how much
so
I like
nice.
it.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, and that's good. What the hell are these ads on TV?
Yeah, some good ads. We're currently watching the same screen right now at the same time through the wonders of technology, and it's pretty good.
I can send us a copy of my computer screen to Freaky so that he can see what's going on at my end. But we still haven't figured out how to put a bloody picture going on the Periscope feed there.
We'll work it out one day.
I'll have a look at it now. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, see what you can send out to the people.
Why is this not working? Right, I've got to try swearing at it. Come on, you fucking thing. What's wrong with you?
What's not working?
We know we've got that little slideshow. But for some reason, it's not working.
It's just not working at all. Well, that's bloody annoying.
It's bloody frustrating is what it is.
Yeah. See, you know what? I asked my followers if the Tigers were putting people on the other side of the field to make it look like there was a bigger crowd, and it looks like they are, hey? Like, so the crowd is on the opposite side from the camera. I've just retweeted it. Dangerous Violet actually just sent a picture through, so I've retweeted it, her post to me. I'll type back, thank you for this. I had a feeling this was the case. Man, I'm such an inconsiderate tweeter, hey?
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that's what everyone says about me.
Of course.
Inconsiderate tweeter. So, coming up to the second half here, we got the Roosters coming out of the sheds now. What's the scoreline at the moment? What's the scoreline?
12-8 to the Roosters, I believe.
12-8 to the Roosters.
So the Tigers' run of trailing at half-time against the Roosters continues.
Nice. I like it when history repeats itself.
Repeatedly repeats itself. So the last time the Tigers were leading half-time against the Roosters was in that epic finals match in 2010. They still went on to lose that game, so it didn't. Being leaders at half-time did nothing for them then anyway.
The one where... Was it Jared Hargraves got blasted?
By Simon Dwyer.
Yeah.
It might have been.
I think it was him, yeah.
There's one where there was some debacle in the scrum, I think. Hyington knocked on or something like that, and Ashton kicked a field goal, or I don't know.
It was some weird stuff.
It was something that only the West Tigers could do.
Yeah, they like doing weird stuff like that, hey?
Yeah, sadly.
That was the last time he was in the finals, hey?
No, we were there in 2011.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then, because we did so well in 2011, the punters all come out and said, they're in that premiership window now. They're the premiership favourites for 2012, and then we finished 9th. Back to form.
They should just install the Tigers in 9th position straight away. Just let them sit there.
It's a lock.
Just get it over and done with. Just say, listen, however many points 9th place needs, you're guaranteed them. No more, no less.
Exactly right.
So here we are. So you know what? The live is a little bit behind what we're seeing on your screen, which is fine. It doesn't matter. But it's interesting. It looks like it's about 30 seconds or so, maybe 40 seconds.
Yeah, this is.
Have a look.
This is always fair bit behind.
Yeah, which is all fine.
Did you see the? I don't know. Did you see any of the first half?
I watched a little bit of it. I wasn't locked in completely.
Okay. Did you see the try assist for Henry Perenara?
No, I did not. Oh, is that where he said that they didn't play the ball?
No, it's the one where he said that the charge down wasn't played at when it clearly was, and then the Roosters scored from the next set.
Yeah, what the hell's that? Like, the Roosters player ran right out of the line, clearly charged the ball down, and then they said he's not playing at it. It's like, well, what was he playing at?
He was playing Baccarat.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
I'm not one of those people that does this whole ref faulting thing.
Yeah.
But
Perenara
has a bit of Sam Burgess about him when you just know there's going to be a brain meltdown at one stage. He's going to do something stupid.
Really?
And that was it. I'm hoping nothing else happens.
Yeah. I gotta look at the other screen. I gotta turn my TV off. That's what I'm gonna do, okay? Because this is unfair for me to be looking at it half a minute ahead. Because I'll start talking like Notre Dame. I'll be like, oh, you know what they need to do? They need to spread it wide here.
You could be the next Sterlo.
Yeah. Well, it's better that than being like Phil Gould, who goes like, oh, you know what? The Roosters will want to put on a score here. And then he waits and waits and waits and waits. And then like 60 minutes later when they score, he says, I said it.
Yeah, I called it.
Told you. Yeah. So here we go. Ball spread wide. Roosters tackled.
The one thing that stood out for me is how crap the attack is for both teams in this match.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? The Roosters really should be playing a little bit better than this. I mean, they've got their starting halves are right there. I know that Kiri's coming back from a concussion, but they should be playing better than this. I mean, they've even got Latrell Mitchell's in there. There's a lot of players that they normally would have thought they would have been missing at Origin time that they're not missing. So it's a little bit of a surprise that they're playing like this. The Tigers are playing all right, though. The Tigers aren't letting them play all that well. So, you've got to give credit to the Tigers.
Well...
for now.
I give them credit for the fact that they're not down by 30. Oh, here's the break. Thompson's in space.
Thompson in space.
He puts on an ineffective step.
To beat. One of them's Ryan Hall, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Robbie wants a quick play of the ball. They're going to spread it to the left now. Brooks,
the defense,
long ball out to Marshall.
Benji.
And look, oh my God, did you see Ryan Hall there?
No, one did. Where is he?
Yeah, is it just me?
Cronk is not happy.
Yeah, no wonder. He'll be looking at Ryan Hall and saying, dude, we're playing one short if you're out here.
He says, dude, I've got a 7 on my back, not a 5.
Well, watch him out on this other side of the field, right? First of all, this was a really good run out of
Dunbar. That is some woeful defence too.
Yeah, that is some poor defence. Thompson did well here, didn't lose his head. They did well to shut him down there. Good quick spread across the field. Farah, Brooks, Marshall.
Good ball from Brooks too. That was a long ball.
Watch. Do it go in? Do it go out?
Okay, so Hall's standing one man in, right? So he's matching up against the centre there with the winger outside him. Instead of turning right so that he runs towards the winger who's about to receive the pass, he turns left. So he's got his back turned to the player catching the ball, and he's doing this thing like a dog trying to look for a stick that hasn't been thrown but thinks it has been. Where'd it go? Huh? Where'd it go?
That's the perfect way to describe it. It's interesting because they had the overlap, to be fair, and he made it better. He come in, he jammed in when the ball was clearly going out to the winger.
He raced up when Benji got the ball, and Benji's got 3 men outside him.
Yeah.
So Hall's raced up really, really fast and then stopped.
Yeah, and not got anywhere near Benji, by the way. I mean, that's showing peace for Benji Marshall.
As soon as you run up and stop, Benji just looks at him and says, "Job done."
It's very, very interesting to. I'm watching Ryan Hall, and people can say that it's because I'm looking for an English player to fail, and yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how Callum Watkins plays this weekend for the Titans as well.
Yeah. I'm assuming not much better.
No, man, that's embarrassing.
Oh, boy.
Wow. That's pretty bad.
And Cronk was filthy.
Yeah, he really was. I mean, Cronk must have sprinted.
Yeah.
He's out sprinted because he had two players outside him. He's out sprinted all of them to get to close to the winger. Yeah, wow. Okay, so Tigers are in this. How about this, Andrew? Oh,
I think the fans might have been a bit disappointed. I think they might have been hoping that we were down 40-0.
The ground attendant at Parramatta Stadium is like, "What's going on here?"
Well,
they're spreading it wide. Look at this. They're caught short on numbers again. Straight through.
That was Hall again, was it?
No, Hall's the other side of the field. Wow, quick play ball. They're going to Hall now. Yeah. They're going to Hall now. I think Cronk is one in now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Cronk's gone one in.
That's purely to keep Hall in shape in the defensive line.
I think so, hey? Wow, they're spreading the ball really well. Where has this been all year for the Tigers?
Yeah, I mean, where's it been since 2005?
Here's Benji. Nice little chip behind the defence. That's a try. That's a try. I think
That's close.
I think he scored, dude.
Oh. One of the Tigers players just did the Wiggles finger waving thing just then.
See, I didn't see it because I don't have a kid.
Yeah, that's
right. What's the finger? Is that like the...
No, they wave the fingers around.
Is it the same thing when Matumbo would block someone and he'd wave his finger like that? Oh, he knocked it on.
I can't give it.
Fuck. Nah, that's a knock on. Unlucky. It was an ambitious lunge towards it though.
If you look, he's not even looking at the ball when he tries to ground it. He's not scored that.
He bounced that. That's unfortunate.
You watch I'll award it now.
Yeah. Well, Perenara gave this one a try. Where is Perenara? He mustn't have been able to see that because if he had any clear line on it, he would have seen that ball bounce up.
They are looking at. I think they're going to try and award it.
Man, there's no way though.
No.
There's no way.
It's not a try on a month of Sundays.
Nah, he knocked it on.
Don't do it.
Please don't.
Go into the bigger Porto screen.
You're kidding of a bitch.
You're kidding me.
They gave it. That's bullshit, man.
You're kidding me.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's terrible. It was a nice break here. They're playing well.
Yeah.
Tell you what, some of these young kids, they're starting to find their feet.
I'm going to watch this replay again. I'm still not convinced he grounded this properly.
Yeah, there's no way. That's a knock on.
To start with, it's his wrist that grounds the ball, not his hand.
Yeah.
And I still think he squeezed it out. I can't see how he's got control of that.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, well, that makes up for the try assist in the first half. Henry's even.
That's a good point. I'm looking at my Twitter list. The consensus is that was a terrible decision. He bounced the ball. That's a knock on. No. Try. What else have we got here? That will do Molly. What else have we got? That's all we've got here so far. I just saw a video of someone slamming their nuts. That looked painful. Yeah, I shouldn't look at my Twitter timeline. What happened here? What happened to him? Oh, is he still hurt? Was there a head clash or something?
Don't know.
Oh, did you see the elbow?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was an elbow. Accidental, completely accidental, but damn, that looks like it'd hurt.
There's been a few wonky old... I've just been asked a crazy question.
What's that?
Another stats question. Someone said, first try score from each team wearing the number 11 jersey. This last happened in 1938. And then he's on, I made this up. And someone said to me, did he make this up? Like, he's clearly said he's made it up, and yet all of a sudden I have to bloody prove it anyway.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, yes, he made it up.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm not looking into it, but I'm confident that he's made it up.
Very, very confident. Isan Masters trying to convert his own try. Strikes it nicely.
Oh, he's missed.
And he's missed, yeah. He pulled it across the face.
Right, we've got some comments on here. I'm going to have a look at these.
Yeah, have a look at the comments.
Where are we going? Henry Perinara is confused. He thought, being Eels' home ground, that the home team were Parramatta, so of course he had to screw them over. Worst part of it all is the Roosters scored off the next set. That was from a Para fan.
Ah, there you go. There's no way that's a try. There's no way in the world. No. That's never been a try in 100 and something years of rugby league in this country.
Until now.
Yeah.
Richard Cranium, he said earlier in the night that he wishes he could listen to the live broadcast, but his young lad won't let him stay up until, about midnight. I think it's about the time he goes to bed.
Okay. Why doesn't he just give him a couple of whiskies, knock him out for the night?
Works for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was thinking, we could just do one episode where we just dedicate it to giving a show to Richard, so we just do one starting at midnight.
Yeah, we could do. How many times have we been up way past midnight?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, heaps.
So we could just do a special midnight broadcast just for Richard.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah, there you go, Richard. He said don't go to your way for him, but, that's what we do for our fans.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah. We've got to look after the few that we have.
Exactly. We've got to pamper them. Here we go, Ryan Hall. Catches the ball on the full. He runs for about 15, maybe nearly 20 metres, so that'll be put down as 40.
He almost made a post-contact metre.
Yeah, it was good. How long do they persist with him, eh? It can't be for much longer.
Yeah. He's just... I think his niche was Super League.
Knock on.
Drop ball there, that's shocking.
Yeah, was that Maria Hargraves? It was behind him, that's fair.
Yeah.
Coming straight to this side. Nice little dummy inside and big tackle there. That was nice. He read that well.
That was Luke Brooks doing a magnificent impersonation of Darius Boyd. Just run left, pretend like you're going to do something, and then clean forget what you're doing, and then just get tackled.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, shit. Nadine said she appreciates the effort that we put in for them. That's very nice, Nadine. Thank you for listening.
Absolutely.
They're really getting them in and around the ruck, hey? Which is surprising.
Yeah.
Benji, magician.
That's a horrible ball. That was silly.
Was terrible. Yeah, that was premeditated. Shouldn't have done that.
They're too close to the line, and the pass back on the inside from Madison was too low.
Yeah.
He's got to realise he's playing with Tigers players here, not former Roosters players.
He was going to send him into, just a crushing tackle as well.
Yeah, it was a massive hospital ball.
Yeah.
Who was it to even?
Brooks.
It was two Brooks, and he just sort of palmed it back without actually putting any momentum on it. It's just nearly hit Brooks in the knee.
Yeah, down near his knee.
That was crap.
Got all of the colours of the rainbow as their boots. Remember when people used to say, oh, what's he doing? He's wearing different coloured boots. And now it's like, try and find a player that wears black boots.
Yeah, well, there's one playing the ball there.
Okay. Fuck you. Oh, shit.
That was quick.
What else have we got here? I'm going to fucking retweet this shit. Retweet. Yep. Richard Cranium said that us guys rock. That's very nice, Richard. Thank you. We appreciate that. Joseph Manu has left the field with a HIA after an accidental elbow to the right side of his face from Isan Masters. Was also sporting a nasty facial cut. Hope no associated eye socket fracture as well. That's from NRL Physio.
Wow. He did come off with looking pretty bloody shady.
Yeah, he did. That's what worried me actually as well. He looked like it looked like it must have been more than a cut. The concern that they had for him. HIA, what do you reckon about that after our podcast today?
Yeah, look, it was fascinating to hear that the impact of just a basic head knock, especially one where it does cause, a bit of grogginess, I guess, could actually have some pretty big impact on a player. And it immediately, I mean, as soon as you said that, it immediately cast aspersions over the whole HIA thing. It made a complete mockery of it, really.
It really did. I mean, here's a break here by Keary up the guts of the field. He's on to Radley. Radley's running away from Marshall, and Radley's going to score under the posts. Nice try. Broke that game right open, and the Roosters are going to take the lead here with kick from in front.
That was too easy.
See how I'm a commentator? How good am I?
You're a natural.
Not bad, eh? Yeah, well, I was talking about it with some of my followers today after they had listened to the episode, and it makes me feel like what we need to do is to have basically the interchange exactly as it is, but have 2 extra players that have played in reserve grade that day and have them in reserve only for if there's somebody that comes from the field with a head knock. And basically, because that will give you 2 free reserves, players that aren't 100% fresh, so it's not like you're getting some sort of advantage from it. And
that's the thing, though. I mean, you don't really get reserves playing on the same day as the game anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult, but I feel like that's maybe the way to go. Or it's got to be 2 players that are outside your top 30, something like that. Because I think that when Alan Pearce today said that basically they need to do some really in-depth scans to work out if a player is actually physically right to play again, it just the whole HIA thing, it just goes out the window, doesn't it?
Yeah, essentially that's the thing, and there's still conjecture over how long a player needs to be out before they should start coming back playing again. Because that's the thing too. I think at this stage we've got the team doctors and stuff are pretty much just saying, right, he doesn't have the symptoms of concussion anymore. He can go back and play. And what we were being told today by Alan was that more often than not, that could actually be too early.
Yeah,
and that just makes a mockery of the whole HIA thing. It's if we're not giving them the right amount of time off to fully heal from these knocks, then at the moment it's actually HIA is entirely pointless.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. And I mean, the only way that the HIA can really be used is if you get a player that maybe at first glance looks like he had a head knock, but it's actually something like he's just got up gingerly because he's hurt his leg or something. Like it's just clear he didn't have a head knock. It was actually a leg injury or something. That's the only way the HIA can be effective in any way. So I was shocked by that. I was really shocked by that. And it makes you wonder about the who told the NRL that the HIA was the way to go? Who was it? Because obviously, and look, Alan Pearce is one of the leading experts in Australia in his field. And if he can tell 2 guys like us that information that he did today in half an hour, and we come away from it thinking the HIA isn't good enough, who gave the NRL the idea that the HIA was good enough?
That's right. It makes me wonder if it was something that clubs agreed to, knowing that it probably wasn't going to impact them too much.
Yeah,
because if they found out that someone like Latrell Mitchell, for example, gets a head knock, and they find out that he's supposed to have 3 weeks off to fully recover, the Roosters aren't going to be happy with that. They're going to say, "Oh, look, if he hasn't got the symptoms after 3 days, that should be good enough. That way, we can have him back next week."
Yeah, and the other thing is too, and it's something that Alan talked about today. Athletes at all levels of the game, even down to park footy, there's something within them that they want to shrug off injuries. They'll shrug off bumps and bruises and everything, and head knocks are no different. And if you're playing in an Origin game or a grand final or something, how can you? Oh, we got a player that looks like he's really hurt here. Who is it? Is it Cronk?
Looks
It's Cronk, yeah.
Another hit from behind.
Let's have a look. I bet you he ran out the line with his back to the line. Watch, yeah. Look. Now that's in slow motion. I want to see that in fast motion before I say that that's late.
No, the tackle was being started as just before he passed the ball.
I think in fast motion that tackle would be fine.
He's got to stop doing that. Like it's something he's only started doing this year, really. And he's been tagged 4 times doing that or something already this year. Yeah, there it is, fast motion. The tackle had already begun as he was...
Yeah, that's fine. And I've said this before. You can't run backwards at the line and expect not to get tackled. That's fine in fast motion. Nothing wrong with it.
Mm. Oh, damn. How did he get through and score that?
Yeah, that was athletic. Latrell Mitchell.
Award that.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. Wow. That was athletic.
That's insane.
Damn.
How strong is that kid? He looks like he's got nothing on him, but his upper body strength is insane.
It really is. It's incredible. We just got a message. Let's have a look here. I saw a message from someone. Great commentary by Nadine. Thank you, Nadine. You're fantastic. I saw a bloody reply come up somewhere. Any HIA shouldn't play out the game. Then proper testing can be done. Who cares if they miss a game? They also need to be strict in grassroots, and all juniors should wear headgear. And if head knock, they miss the next game, I guess. That's from Christy Davis, 02. But with headgear, though, doesn't have any... It makes no difference to head knocks. It just basically... I mean, what does it do? It stops scratches, really. That's it, hey?
Yeah, we found that when we spoke with the NRL physio, that it was mostly about protecting the players' ears from being damaged, I guess, in the old days, and that's why a lot of them kept it. But as far as preventing head knocks and concussion stuff, it does absolutely zero.
Yeah. So, it's crazy. Man, that try. It's going to make it difficult to come back from that. Latrell Mitchell puts it between the uprights. What was that saying that James Smith was telling us about? The old saying where they were saying it's in the goal mouth. That's it.
Yeah, that's right. It was yeah.
Damn, I could have used that when Radley scored.
In the goal mouth. Well,
he's gone right into the goal mouth for a try.
I wonder if it should be using that old person voice.
Right into the goal mouth for a try. Yeah. Old timey.
Yeah, that's the one. Oh, come on, give Ryan Hall a run. Why aren't the Tigers kicking to him?
Well, I think they've started to now, hey. Oh. I think Benji, after that first half, he got very big eyes when he saw Ryan Hall out there, and he's been going out there trying to lure him in a little bit.
I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were running the Tigers...
Yeah.
Would you offer Benji Marshall and Robbie Farah a 1-year contract or a 2-year contract? Or would you just let them retire at the end of this year?
I'd give them 2. I reckon they'd do 2. You know what? I think Robbie would take 2 in a second. I think that Benji would have to consider it. But I think that they're both capable of playing 2 more years for sure.
Yeah, I think Robbie's got 2 years in him.
Definitely. I really do. I believe this might be his best season. And I know that he is probably not at his athletic peak, but I really like what I'm seeing out of him in defence.
Yeah, defensively he's always been good, but he's maintained really solid defence this year. It hasn't wavered in any way. His ball handling out of dummy half is a lot better. He used to be able to give away 1 or 2 knock-ons every game because he's trying to get off the mark really fast.
Yeah.
But that doesn't seem to be happening that much anymore. I think
Nadine would give him an option of 1 year with a further year.
That's probably pretty safe.
Yeah. You know what? And I'd be willing to give them I'd be willing to give them both the player option. So you sign them for a year and then give them the option of playing that second year. I think they'd both take that.
Yeah, and that's a year as a player, not as the fucking ambassador, Mr. Potato.
So we've got you one here from Andy, and he asks us, so guys, can the Tigers come back and win this? What do you reckon?
No. Historically, they won't.
His history says they definitely will not. Can I do a Phil Gould and say they need to be the next to score?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I'd say that the Tigers need to score at least the next 2 times if they want to get back into this game. That's another Gouldism.
Can I do another Phil Gould?
Yeah, go for it.
The next team to score, they're in with a shot.
All right, well, we're watching... Is that McKaylee doing a hit-up? Well, we don't know because all we're seeing is a group of men in the friggin' Roosters box.
The box, yeah.
There's a game of footy going on, people.
Yeah, the only time I want to see a bunch of dudes in a box is when I'm looking at Pornhub,
yes,
so please.
I was thinking I should probably shut you off there because I knew what was... I knew what was coming. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Oh, man.
Well, there's some clumsy play there. I think Madison just dropped one.
Yeah, it looks like this one's about to get away from them.
How many back rowers receive the ball more often than Madison?
It's a good question.
He's been getting... They direct all of their play his way nowadays. I mean, for good reasons. He's been bloody brilliant, but I can only think probably Wade Graham.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, they're coming the short side here from the scrum.
Ryan Hall wasn't there.
Yeah, that's true. You kind of see them when they run over to Ryan Hall's side.
He runs away.
Well, it's not just that. They sort of get towards Ryan Hall's side and they know that the players are going to die really quickly, so they just run it themselves instead of passing it out to the centre.
Good defence there, Benji. Even Benji's defence has been good this year.
Yeah, it has been. Isn't it crazy to think that, and somebody said it's pretty incredible that in 2019, Lawrence, Benji and Farah are still playing. Oh, this is a kick for Hall. And, of course, he's really got anywhere near it.
Yeah. There was nothing doing there.
Yeah, not really much going on there. Have they said that this has got to be a dropout?
I think so, because, well, I think they're pretty certain Hall got nowhere near it.
Yeah, have a look here. Cronk.
I
think, I thought Hall knocked that on.
Maybe he has.
This might go back to a 20-metre tap if the video ref gets involved. Yeah. Oh, man. From that angle, it doesn't look like it, though, does it?
I'd say drop out.
Yeah. It's 50-50 either way.
That is a shanker. That drop out there reminds me of about 15 of the golf shots I had off the tee last week.
Is that from the game you're still sore from?
Yeah. God damn. I haven't done manual labour like that since I was about 21.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, coming off the second hole, so I actually had a pretty good first hole. I think I just had a double bogey. This is the first time I've played in about 6 years or 5 years or something.
Yeah.
So I had a double bogey off the first. I was like, this is not too bad. And as I'm taking my cart to the little buggy to the next hole, something goes crunch. And I look behind me, and the wheel's broken.
Oh, no.
It's got a plastic thing on the inside, and it's just all come apart and broken.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. 17 holes to go. I've got to carry my bag the rest of the way.
So when we used to play, and this was when I was a teenager at Ashley Golf Course at Blacktown, and we used to have the little buggies that we cart our bags around, because I don't think that they had golf carts there from memory. If they did, we definitely weren't allowed to use them, and for good reason. But yeah, so we always had our little buggies that we dragged ours along, but because I could imagine if we had to drag our bags on our back, we would have given up after 5 holes or so.
Yeah.
Feel like a good night out.
What are they doing?
Sorry. So
I was just letting everyone savour the majesty of that joke there.
Sometimes you got to. Nadine asked our thoughts on a tweet by Matt Pritchard, who is from a Nothing But League, a follower of mine, is Angus Crichton the most disappointing buy of 2019? He's gone from a very good player at Souths and New South Wales Origin player to a bench player at the Roosters. What do you reckon? He'd be up there.
Yeah, I think it was more a case of I don't think the Roosters actually needed him. And so
I agree.
He's in a situation where he's gone from being someone who definitely had to be in the 13 to essentially a bench player.
Yeah,
and that's gonna muck up with your your form and your confidence levels and stuff. Performance wise, I don't know. I don't think he's playing that badly. I think it's just a completely different style he's got to adapt to, and I don't think it's one that suits his style that well.
Yeah, I think that he's just, as you say, they just don't need him. And he's not standing out in a very good team that's got very, very good back rowers already. I don't think he's playing terribly, but I don't think he is the featured second rower that they probably got him as.
That's right.
I wouldn't be shocked if they maybe moved him on just to save themselves some money. That was a good take there by Hall.
Yeah,
is that Hall? Yeah,
that was Hall. That one. You can tell because he laid down on the ground to have a sleep, so he didn't have to try and catch the ball and just landed in his arms. He's like, oh, I'm good at this all of a sudden.
It was great.
It may sound like we're being hard on Ryan Hall.
Because we are?
Well, yeah, I had nothing else to put the rest of that sentence.
Yeah. I know it sounds like we don't like Ryan Hall.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I don't like Ryan Hall. They've got him for 139 metres. What a load of shit.
Oh, he went into touch.
Yeah. Oh, no, he kept in.
No
it was
way.
A kick across field by Morris. Cronk's the closest man to it, but they're going to trap him pretty close to the goal line here. So that's not a bad kick.
How did Cronk attempt to make a tackle there and end up in front of the person who's trying to tackle?
That's a good question.
He likes going backwards a lot of the times. I wonder what that's about. Let's see. I reckon he put his foot on the touchline here.
Oh, that's incredible. That's some...
Oh, jeez. Okay. That's what she said.
Oh, gee. That's some Jared Hayne work from, what was it, 2014?
Yeah. All right. Big,
Not so much 2018.
No, not enough teeth.
Stayed inside the line. Okay, nice kick to Hall, and he's running it back here. So he's running it back for about, let's give him 14 metres there.
Yeah, and one post-contact metre.
Yeah, one post-contact metre, so let's give him 30 for that one. Tupou's playing pretty well this year. He had a couple of down years, but I think this year's one of his best years in a long while. I would have had him playing Origin outside of Latrell Mitchell in game one if he hadn't got injured.
I mean, I named him there in our Origin preview thing where we named our teams. I had Tupou in there.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on here? Roosters they're just plugging it up the middle, but they're making easy meters. This is the problem that the Tigers have had for a long time in the second half.
Yeah, I think you need some...
Look how much time Cronk had to kick that then.
Yeah.
And he still botched it.
You still gave him an easy 20 metres.
How is he on $1 million a year?
Well, it's his last one, I guess. Brooks. Oh, Brooks. What are you doing, Brooks? Oh, please. Dude.
Well, yeah, two of his teammates ran in front of him for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and he's just like, what do I do now?
And you know how we noticed them? Because their hands weren't in the air. If their hands
had
been in the air, they would have been completely invisible.
It would have been play on.
Yeah.
That's amateur. That's a schoolboy error, that is.
Exactly.
There hasn't been much hands in the air in this game.
No, I've been very disappointed.
I hate to think that coaches are starting to coach it out of the players.
I bet they are, you know.
Think of the immense value you get out of having a player that can just go invisible for no reason. Oh, we might be onto something here.
South Wales are trying up with Pearce. Oh, we're going out to the wing. He's come back inside. I thought he was hit high then. Yeah, he's grabbing his head. He's grabbing his head? No.
Yeah.
Yes,
penalty.
See, what is this inside the 10 he's calling?
Tigers are down by 8.
I thought it was head-high tackle.
It was.
Oh, yeah, that was a high tackle.
Latrell was a sloppy one.
Yeah. What do they call that? They call that not reckless counts.
That's an old-fashioned clip around the ear, that is.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
There's nothing doing here, fellas. You're outnumbered. Why do they keep going that side? I know it's setting up the next play, but the defence has already read this.
We both know who they should target.
Yeah.
Not the middle of their fucking defence.
6 tackles down the left wing.
Yeah, exactly.
Ran it the wrong way again. See, this is why Little won't stay around too much longer.
They're not coming down this side.
No, it's just like every tackle, just give it to Madison.
Oh, that's a pretty good run, but he didn't actually go anywhere.
It's like the Tigers are trying to force Madison into becoming Paul Gallen. Give him the ball every time. Yeah, Brooks knows where to go.
Yeah, see, I mean, I don't understand why Benji's not just out there screaming for the ball.
I think Little can only pass to the right-hand side. I don't think I've ever seen him pass left.
What do you reckon about having Farah off the field now?
Look, the reason why they don't obviously is to give Little time, because he's the only hooking option they've got at the club, really, with first grade experience. But Farah can play 80 minutes, and I don't like when he goes off because the Tigers' attack tends to do this.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind if they did it a little earlier in the second half and then bring Farah on for, the last 20 minutes, but I don't like it at this point in the game.
No, I think the smartest thing to do would be take Farah off with 15 to go in the first and bring him back for the last half hour.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Or even last 20 minutes, yeah. Just so that way Little gets a bit of time, but it's time against weary players, which would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Roosters' kicking game hasn't been really that fantastic either.
No, it's been a little bit average. Kicking straight to the players, things like that.
We really need to have in this game now, because 10 minutes to go. I can't see the Tigers winning from here. Prove me wrong, you bastards, but I bet they don't. I think it's about time they started bringing in a kicking duel.
It's time.
Just to confuse them.
Time.
Just to confuse them.
That would be handy.
Great play by Masters. Oh. Step. Finds Benji.
They know where it's got to go.
Yeah, they're trying to get out there. Madison's over there again.
Oh, he should have passed it.
Eisenhuth.
He should have passed it. What's he doing?
Yeah, did you know Eisenhuth is Paul Gallen's cousin?
Well, yeah, he brought it up. He gave us his whole bloody family tree at one point earlier in the broadcast. I saw that.
Oh, Beamos takes that dead. He could have let that go.
I thought so too.
So you got a bit of salt and pepper going on the hairline there.
He does a bit, doesn't he?
Benji did give that a little bit too much curry, though.
He did, yeah. I think he should have left that.
He could have let that go easy.
Yeah.
Well, he almost went and got himself a seat. Right,
they do. I got another tweet, by the way.
Oh.
And they are putting everyone on one side of the ground, which is pretty bad.
Yeah. I think they need to go away from our pot plant and just go back to Leichhardt.
I agree. Imagine this prick of a game at Leichhardt. It'd just have a whole different feeling.
It would. You could try and pin the Roosters down into one corner of the field closest to the Dunnies down there where it stinks a treat.
Yeah.
You slowly gas them into submission and then you can get a few tries that way.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's one for the Leichhardt faithful.
Benji. Oh, that was a bad
flat
pass.
Ball. Yeah.
I don't know why they keep coming this way.
Yeah, there's no try scoring opportunities out here, fellas.
No, it's locked down solid.
The Roosters were smart, okay, because they looked at this and they went, okay, the Tigers have a game plan where it's give it to Madison.
Mm-hmm.
He's out on the right-hand side, so what we've got to do is put Hall on the left.
Mm.
We've negated their attack.
Exactly.
It's worked a charm.
It's brilliant.
Imagine if Hall had been on the same side as Madison.
Oh.
Tigers would be up 56-0 at the moment. Like we don't. I'm not saying that Ryan Hall's a bad player.
No. Well, you kind of are.
Yeah, I am actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna have a look at the Twitter feed because I've not looked at that at all. It's my turn. It's my turn to do a bit of work.
Yeah. I've only been noticing it because my phone will light up every so often, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, there's people listening to us."
I just saw a tweet here by Matt Addard from 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "The very out of form Latrell Mitchell scores one try," and there's a quote, "He's back, baby! What a player! Holy wow! Just insane! Wow!" Yes.
It's hard. You know what? People were going off about them not picking him for game 3, and it's like, how could you just not go with the exact same team after they won by that many in game 2?
Exactly.
And then they picked Mitchell Pearce, and it's all over. I saw one news organisation, I don't know who it was, because I kind of tried to block it out of my head, but they compared Mitchell Pearce playing in this game to when Andrew Johns come back and played his last Origin game. And it's like, but in the same sense that they'll be wearing blue, like it's nothing like it. It's just ridiculous. They're trying to do things. I don't know why. They're trying to pump Mitchell Pearce's tyres nonstop, and it's like, why?
The problem
I don't get it.
Doesn't matter how much air you pump into a tyre that's got a massive hole on the other side of the valve.
Yeah, exactly. So where we got? With this win, the Roosters are going to move above South Sydney,
and the Tigers will move into 9th. Oh, yeah. They're already there. They got 9th on a lock.
Look at Melbourne. Melbourne is running away with it.
Yeah, they've almost qualified for the finals already. 2 more wins and they're there, I think.
You know, that would be an interesting statistical thing to look up if we had some sort of statistical guru around. What is the earliest, or what is the quickest number of rounds that have happened in the NRL era when somebody has secured a finals place or even a minor premiership? Because this is going to be, they're going to be pretty close to the minor premiership already.
Yeah, the 3 wins clear already.
Yeah.
We'll have to find a statistician for that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Speaking of finding people, I just want to make it clear. I know that you say this is a 50-50 thing, and generally it is, but I need to make it clear to all the listeners out there that episode we had today with Alan Pearce, that didn't happen without the effort of good old League Freak here. Man, I did nothing in there other than ask a few questions. Man, you were phenomenal. You found him, and you found the best person to talk to about that. And man, fantastic effort. That's all you, man. That's all you. Credit where it's due, man. No
worries, thank you. I sometimes just think, well, who's the best person in the whole country to speak to? Well, that's Alan Pearce. That's who I'm going to speak to. But to be honest, I actually I messaged NRL Physio and saw if he wanted to talk about CTE cases, and he was a bit busy. He's had a bub recently, and he said, "Look, I'll put you in touch with this bloke. He'll be great to talk to." And it was Alan Pearce, and I contacted Alan, and it's you look at my logo and everything. You kind of sometimes think, well, is this guy even going to speak to me? And he was. From the very get-go, he's like, I would love to speak to you. He gave us a couple of different times to choose from. He was absolutely perfect as a guest, and as we said to him earlier today, would love to speak to him again in the future. I've got no doubt that we will. Just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, the information he was giving us today. And really, it's a good podcast when afterwards you sort of feel like you need to debrief about it.
That's right.
When you've got information about it. And I felt a little bit that way with NRL Physio as well. Some of the information he was giving us earlier in the podcasting episodes that when we talked to him. But yeah, it was a real eye-opening episode. I'd done a lot of research on it, and it's been a subject I've been really interested in for a number of years now. And it was just absolutely phenomenal to talk to one of the leading experts in the entire area of concussion. Really, really proud of the episode. Really happy with how it went. I think we both asked tremendous questions, and yeah, it was just fantastic. And if you should go back, it's episode number 45, and yeah, if you've got any sort of concerns about concussion, Alan is the person that you should be contacting, and he'll get you in touch with whoever you need to be in touch with locally. Fantastic episode. I'm really proud of what we did today with that.
Absolutely. A part of me actually thought afterwards, when I listened back to it, is I wonder if the listeners knew that we were capable of doing something like that.
Well, it's funny because we have some episodes where we have a joke, and I mean everyone's loving my rants recently and stuff like that, and it's funny that we've got the scope to go from having a joke to talking to a neurophysiologist about concussions, and it's it was a really, really good episode. And
yeah.
I've been tweeting it to different people. I tweeted it to the Rugby League Players Association, tweeted it to Clint Newton.
What's the one that was the big one though, mate? Go on.
I tweeted it to Chris Nowitzki, who has a PhD. He's a former wrestler who is very big on pushing for concussions. Oh, did you see Benji Marshall then?
Yeah.
Right on the chin. I hope he hasn't broke his jaw here.
No. He's just checking to make sure he can get another staking to him tonight.
Yeah. Chris Nowitzki liked the tweet that I sent to him. I sent it to Joe Rogan as well, because I know he's talked about CTE a little bit in contact sports. So it's a real resource, I think, which, it's not often you put together something that you think to yourself, man, this is a resource for people that they can use. And, I hope that so many people hear it and listen to it and pass it on to players and things, because I really am very proud of that episode. And I think that it's something that is just not out there in Australian media, I'm willing to say. I don't think anybody has really gone as in-depth about concussion as we did, and cut out all of the sensationalism and all of the clickbaity stuff as well.
Yeah, that was the really good thing about it, I guess. We tried to keep it so that we were asking questions that we thought concerned players would want to know, with all they'd want to ask. So that came out pretty good too, because it meant that the casual fan can listen to it and go, yeah, we understand what he's getting at. And Alan was brilliant at explaining that sort of stuff too. So that was a great episode. Much better than their Tigers' performance tonight. They've just lost the game 24-16.
24-16, yeah. It's locked down that 9th position.
Another loss to the Roosters.
Some of them look really disappointed.
And a lot of them look like they fully expected that, because they did.
Yeah. So, and then, what's that show called? The Professor? That comes on.
Yeah, the Professor's coming on.
Yeah.
Which means, let's see what else is on TV.
Yeah, let's just watch TV. Is there a good movie on or something?
We've got some golf on. The cricket's on. Wimbledon.
What else we got? Is that F1 from Germany or somewhere I saw?
No, that's the motorbikes.
Moto 3, yeah, stuff that. We could watch Credlin.
There's some right-wing extremists talking on Sky.
Oh, man. This is fantastic. Got the moon. Do you believe we landed on the moon?
You know what my theory is on this?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah, that's fair enough.
Look, yeah, probably.
I like that. Well, yeah, we probably did.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's that hard a thing to do.
I don't know. I reckon it must be a little bit difficult. Like,
we got Mitchell Pearce back in State of Origin again. I think landing on the moon's a piece of piss.
Yeah, anything's possible.
That ain't that hard.
Yeah, it's so it's interesting that we have not even attempted to go back since we stopped the Apollo missions.
Well, I think they realised they went up there and they thought, well, there's nothing here but dust.
Mm.
Like, what was the point of this? What a waste of money. Because, let's be honest, the whole space thing they had going to the moon, it was just nothing more than just a dick measuring contest between, was it Russia and America?
Yeah, but capitalist dick won. We should be happy about
that. Yeah. Look what it did for them.
Yeah. It's interesting because they reckon that it's easier to land on Mars because of the atmosphere. Because there's no atmosphere on the moon, you kind of got to push yourself away from it so you don't crash into it. Did you put on the Style Channel? What the hell? What's this show? Is this like...
I think it's called How Do I Look? For the women watching, they probably know what this show's about.
Yeah,
I've caught my missus watching this a few times, and they usually get people who are dressed like absolute friggin' bums.
Yeah.
And they come in here and they're kind of like hoarders, right? Mm-hmm. But they hoard the worst clothing possible, and then they wear it in public, and they think this is perfectly fine, and they wear it everywhere. And this chick comes on, she says, "No, you dress like a fucking dickhead. I'm going to get you dressed properly like a normal human." Now, I don't want anyone like my clothes. She goes, "Well, fuck you. I'm taking your clothes. I'm putting it in the fucking bin. Stop being a moron." Did
she burn them or something? Did she put them in a shredder or some sort of like machine that they use? Like, there's got to be something.
I don't know. I've only caught bits and pieces of it, but
I feel like there'd be some sort of way that they got rid of your old clothes, and then they'd say like Shazam or something.
It'd have to be something really bitchy, I think. Like maybe they just rip it off her in a bit of a catfight type thing.
That would be hot.
So we've got some woman on here. She's wearing a crappy pink scarf and little cat ear things, and she's got piggy tails.
See, this is where I got to be careful.
Shawl, and it's a mishmash of styles, mate. I've got to say, it looks horrible.
It does.
It doesn't suit her complexion whatsoever. I can see this. I can see this being a massive makeover. They're going to turn her into some sort of trumped up looking hooker, really, in the end.
Yeah, hopefully, it's the first thing is, what's with all the wool, love? I mean, does everything need to be knitted? Yeah. Second of all, what's with the cat ears? You're not fooling anyone.
Yeah. You're not a feline. The fact you have opposable thumbs shows that you're not a cat.
Yeah, we're pretty sure you are not a feline.
Plus, there's that lack of fur over the whole skin.
Yeah.
And she walks on her back legs.
Yes.
I mean, I know Garfield does, but she's not fat or orange either, so she definitely rules out. She's not a cat.
Does Garfield walk in his back legs?
Sometimes, when the humans aren't watching.
Okay. It's like Toy Story.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got here?
I'm surprised we're not getting any tweets about this whatsoever.
Yeah, this is gold. Like, this is... If you're still listening in, you're getting the best shit.
I'm thinking right now, too, that people are going to say, don't worry about calling the footy anymore. Just do random lifestyle shows on Foxtel.
Imagine if that's what our podcast just ended up being. It was just like that Goglebox show, but we just talked shit about like fashion shows.
we most certainly must do that one day.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Here's Nick Knight from Domino's. Right, the people at Domino's are so stupid. They don't know what a pizza looks like when it's completed. So they've now got a machine that looks at it and tells them, yes, that's correct.
Okay, so I've got a theory on this. Do you want to hear my theory?
Go for it.
My theory is that the franchisees, they've got to buy all the ingredients off Domino's head office, right? So I reckon to save some money, they've been skimping on the toppings. And there comes a point where Domino's starts looking at how many sendbacks, like how many refunds they've got to give, because somebody opens up their cheese pizza with extra cheese and most of it's just base staring back at them when they open the box. So I think that they've put the Dom in so that they can actually call up and see when somebody comes back for a refund, they can actually look at a picture of it and say, "Oh yeah."
So it's like being the bigger bitch, really, in the conversation.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're going to outbitch you because we've got a computer that says this is correct.
Yeah, yeah.
And are you trying to tell me that you're smarter than a fucking computer?
That's what I reckon they've done it for.
And the answer to that is, who built the computer?
Exactly, a person.
Yeah.
That's the flaw in all of this.
That's right. So it's completely stupid. I had a go at Domino's once because they said on there, was it you pay an extra $5 and they'll deliver your pizza in 5 minutes time or 15 minutes, something like that.
All right, yeah.
I said, what, all of a sudden we've got to pay you more to make you do your job better? And they said, some people like to have their pizza delivered sooner than others. I went, who doesn't want their pizza delivered sooner?
Yeah.
Yeah, please deliver my pizza with me, all smashed up in the corner of the box and, 3 degrees. I prefer that over having it delivered properly.
We've just had a request to do maybe a Seinfeld marathon.
Okay, Seinfeld's on at the moment.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we're being told to watch, the Seinfeld marathon.
You people are missing out.
We
were so going to do... Let's see, we've got 3 minutes of Seinfeld left.
Okay, which one's this? See who gets it first.
It's the one in the car park that I know of. This might even be close to the first one, the parking garage.
So Jerry's having relations with a redhead. George is talking to her.
He's trying to be cool.
Oh no, maybe it's George that's banging the redhead, having sexual. What do you call it? What does normal people call it? He's going out with.
She drove very quickly there. Now they're stopped.
Yeah.
Oh, and she's left them all behind.
George offended her.
Yeah.
What did he say?
That didn't take long. All she did was go around a corner.
Elaine's not happy because she's got a goldfish in a bag.
That's right.
She's going to say something to George. Oh.
And they've been dropped right in front of
their car. They found their car.
George is going to absolutely make love with it right now.
Yeah. Hang on. And he's like, what's he going to say now?
He's thinking of something wrong. No, he's thinking, this is so great. Something bad's about to happen, because that's how George works.
No, they're looking for Kramer. They've lost Kramer. They're yelling for Kramer.
Didn't Kramer wander off to go for a piss or something?
I think he's in a comedy club somewhere.
Thanks to the marvels of the NBN, it just constantly stops and starts.
Reloading.
Tell you what, George, what you should do, mate, is just go through and clean that car while you're waiting.
Yeah, it's pretty dirty, eh?
It's filthy, mate.
Kramer, he's back. He's got a box full of some shit.
Yeah, it's not a very good-looking box. It's very unstable. It's very Kramer-like.
No, that is not a good-looking box at all.
He's going to try and open the boot while the box on top of it.
He's going to put the box in the boot awkwardly. Watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
He copped a head knock there too.
Yeah, that's he's going to need scans after that.
Yeah, that might be the reason why he did what he did later on stage.
Possibly.
Angry, confused.
Yeah.
Mate, the signs
fits
are there.
Of outrage.
Yeah, the signs are there.
Impulse control problems.
Yeah, it all comes back to that incident with the box just there in episode 1.
And this is where the car doesn't start.
Oh no, this is season. No, this is season 3, episode 6. Episode 1 was in the restaurant, wasn't it? It was all about them being in the queue at the restaurant.
I can't remember.
I think it was.
And then Jerry's up there going, I don't know. What does Jerry say?
Jerry.
What would Jerry be saying?
Doesn't he have this little catch thing he does at the start of everything?
A catchphrase?
Yeah, it's kind of like something you just... It's not so much a catchphrase, but he says the same sort of thing at the start of every gag. Anyway.
He's like, why do they have no numbers at the parking station?
What's on next? Oh, Seinfeld again. What episode's that? The cafe. Jerry suggests ways of increasing business in a neighborhood cafe.
Oh, that's the. Is that the one where it's like a Pakistani guy or an Indian guy or something, and he keeps telling him, like he says, you should change this to like Indian food or something, and the guy changes it to Indian food, and he just gets less and less customers, and Jerry's in there eating the food going, what you should do is this, what you should do is that, and he just keeps making the business go to shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here you go. We're now watching America's Got Talent. I can tell you, this guy's got none. I haven't heard it, but I just know he's got none. Because he's got red shoes on. That's always a bag. That's always a giveaway. And he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
You know what? I've got those exact shoes, but in bright blue.
I've seen enough of How Do I Look on the Fashion Channel to know that fashion sense there is doomed to failure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's failed.
I tell you what, his fro is tight, though, hey?
Well, it might be. That blonde chick there, she looks like she's wearing a curtain. A suede curtain.
By the way, I'm not even joking. I have those exact same shoes in a bright blue. I'll have to send you a picture of them.
They're bright blue?
Like...
blue's fine, mate.
Blue's fine. You know the blues that Corollas come in? That sort of blue.
Okay.
Like, they match nothing.
Well, they go well with black. Everything goes well with black, except for red. Because, you know, it rained in Gosford.
Yeah, that's true. Now we play Women's Origin on their ground. It's fantastic. What else have we got? Criminal Minds. It's a shame we can't watch an episode of SVU, hey?
We can't.
Yeah, well, you know, SVU's not on.
What, this one?
Oh, here we go. SVU, what's this? A 10-year-old case is reopened when a woman is found wandering alone in Central Park. Someone lands in hot water after talking to a reporter.
Oh, Weidler again.
Weidler, yeah. He's like, give me your wife's number.
Is my right ear good? Now, there's some people in Melbourne who would say that she shouldn't have been walking in Central Park alone. She's just asking for it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. We've got some loonies in the media down here.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Versace, American Crime Story.
Yeah.
South Park.
South Park.
Mr. Garrison takes some time off for a surgical procedure.
I think I know what one this is. I think
children.
Doesn't he become a transvestite or something?
I know, this is when he gets his nose replaced and he ends up looking like David Hasselhoff and all the bitches go mad for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is season 1, man. This is old school.
Star Trek. What else we got? Ridiculousness, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, A Private War. How do I look?
Let's return. Oh, jeez.
Is that the same chick?
I don't know.
I feel like it's a different chick.
Yeah, she looks different.
A different female. Sorry,
but not much better.
No. My 600-pound life. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, let's do it. This is the last episode we do, eh? Okay. All right. Okay. Where's the 600-pound person?
Yeah.
None of these people. This has got to be an advert.
I don't know. They're all going nuts. None of this sequence of events makes any sense.
Is this Bridezilla's?
I don't know what that was.
I think that was an advert for Bridezilla's.
Okay. Oh. That child has too big a bedroom.
Yeah, I agree.
Rampage. Have you seen the Rampage movie with The Rock?
No, I haven't. Don't put that on. It'll spoiler alert it for me. What else we got? Hey guys, Mother's Day, Silence of the Lambs. I wonder if it's up to my favourite scene.
AFL.
No, I'd rather just
Wimbledon Day 5. Let's have a quick peek at.
Let's have a look at what's happening on the grass courts of Wimbledon.
Svitolina is taking on Sakari, and Svitolina is up 4-2 in the third. A set apiece.
Yeah,
she should run away with that.
She's going to win this in straight sets.
She's going to serve this one far right. Nailed it.
Good call.
This one's going to go down the middle. She's just trying to remember how to serve again.
She bounced the ball.
She's gone right. That's right. This is not basketball.
She
it's
hits
tennis.
it.
Down the middle.
She paddles it down the middle. You called it again.
Yeah.
Oh, they're paddling it back and forth.
It's like table tennis on grass.
Paddle.
Oh, she's put that one dead.
Oh, man.
Love. Sakari.
Oh.
Svitolina is she's smacking the crap out of her shoe. She's not happy with that because it's the shoe's fault that she stuffed that up.
Yeah, she's pissed off.
I mean, you could have hit the racket. I mean, at least that was touching the ball. Shoes had nothing to do with it. Go left wide. There we go. Predictable as hell.
Yeah.
She'll keep putting on slice, top spin, slice, top spin. Just waiting for someone to hit it out. Oh, nice shot down there. Well,
that was a pretty good shot. Nice little recovery.
Come into the net. Oh.
I mean, yeah.
Put a step on her with that one.
Exactly. The World Series of Poker. Is there anything more obnoxious than watching the World Series of Poker?
You know what I love about poker?
What?
Is that people seem to think that putting on pairs of glasses improves their chance of winning because then no one can read what they're doing.
I like that the very best players who will tell you they're the best players like to pull the hat down, wear glasses and all that. It's like if you're so good, you wouldn't need all that shit.
Exactly. You know what I'd be doing there every time?
What?
I just say, yes, 2 aces again. Every single hand. Every single hand. And just pretend like I've got the same cards every time.
Yeah. I reckon that'd work.
Yeah, like, read me bitches.
Yeah. I'd be terrible. I wouldn't have a good poker face at all. I'd need to be happy all the time, because anytime I got like 2 2s, I'd be like, oh yeah. It'd be so obvious.
I'd be like, I've got a 2 and a 9. And
I know.
And the one with the Q on it. This is good. No, I know how cards work, people. It's all good. What's we got on here? Monster in my family. Oh, that's crime and investigation.
Yeah, that's always good to watch.
Railroad Australia. A huge traffic jam splits a town in half, giving veteran driver Bernie Baker a giant headache. Plus, trainee driver Ali Hume is working hard to pass her final driver's exams.
Hopefully she doesn't run off the rails.
Oh, she's gone off the rails. That's about it.
Car crash global caught on camera.
Okay, let's
Bondi vet.
Let's see someone fuck up here. What do we got
here?
here?
Let's have a look here. So
that is going far too fast.
Yeah, they're going too quick.
Speed kills.
Yeah. Okay, where are we going to? It looks like we're going to Russia.
Of course we're going to Russia.
Yeah. It should all be based in Russia. They've got the best crash cams going.
All those cars in the 1960s that they still drive around in.
Yeah. And here, where are we going to? Are we going to Siberia or something? Like, what the hell?
We've zoomed out a bit. Must be using a US thing there. Okay, there's a bus here in the middle of an intersection. This is always going to go well.
Yeah. Come on, stop with the stock footage.
Come on. Get with the crashes.
Yeah. I want to see someone's insides.
This looks promising. Oh, he's gone left and he's doing a Victorian right hook turn.
Going to pull out in front. What? No. Okay.
What's going on?
We're all
here?
pulling out.
Okay.
What's going on here? We've got a Jeep going down the outside. Oh, he's in it. Oh,
he's rolled her.
He's rolled it.
Well, because the car's sort of shaped to go into the right lane.
Well, it's burnt to the crisp. Wow. Far out.
There's a lot of white goo on the ground there.
Yeah, it's what she said.
Yeah.
Here's another dash cam.
This is going to get nasty here.
This is going to be a good one.
Where's it going to come from? It'll be a car in the left lane going the wrong direction.
I reckon this car in front is going to spin out or something.
Oh, you got him.
Oh, yeah, up on the medium strip.
You're not getting down there, hurry, champ.
That's where you call up shit creek.
Yep. I like the fact he's keeping the car going, thinking, I can get out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, your wheels are off the ground, mate. Oh, the police have got him.
Oh. Pulling out front.
There's a T-bone.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
No one comes to help. That's Russia.
Yep. Leave them where they lay. It's like in, I think it was China where they had some issues because the liability laws that they had, it was basically if you helped someone and they survived, they could say that you had crashed into them. So people were backing up over people and killing them.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Oh, he's one on the highway. This is going to go
Is this
well.
a head-on? No.
He's lost it. He's lost it.
Whoa. Oh, it's going to be lots of spins and stuff.
Whoa,
we're going to see
cars. One car into oncoming traffic. Yeah, there's dead people here.
I think they were wearing a seatbelt.
Well, that's evidenced by the fact that we don't see any bits of body parts all over the floor.
Yeah, there's no...
How is nobody finding this entertaining?
I wonder how many people are watching us, eh?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is that something you can check? Oh, the motorcycle's just been hit.
Sure I can, yeah. Let me have a look. I'll press onto the little... There's 3 people watching this shit. 5 people.
Wow.
To all, there's 5 people.
What would they like us to watch instead?
Yeah, what else have we got here? Snakes in the City, Impact, Squawk Box, SpongeBob SquarePants, Andy's Prehistoric Adventures, Star Wars
we'll put that on for you then.
What's this? Andy's Prehistoric... What the fuck is this shit?
This bloke, he works at a museum.
Yeah.
And every time he's on duty, he does something stupid. He's a bit of a Inspector Clouseau type character. He's an assistant at a museum that's got dinosaur exhibits on, and every time they get some sort of new, fantastic, rare as hell artifact, he somehow manages to fuck it up. But he's got a clocking go through which takes him back in time, and he goes back in time to get the actual real thing and bring it forward in time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there's a piece of shit employee that uses this amazing device that could change humanity to cover up his fuck-ups.
He could go back and kill Hitler, but he decides to go back and get like a red dinosaur egg just to cover up his mistake he made in the museum.
Yeah, to keep his...
If this is not the most flagrant misuse of time travel I've ever seen, I don't know what is.
Yeah, pretty much.
So here he is. It's like Walking with Dinosaurs, but for kids.
This is even worse than when Biff Tannen went back and got the Grey Sports Almanac and turned into basically Donald Trump in Back to the Future 2 in the other timeline.
Ah, yes. That's a reference my wife would get, but I don't get.
It's all right.
Never seen that movie.
Haven't? Yeah, it's really good.
Let's see. Andre Rieu, live in Vienna. Wow, he's turned into a female. Okie dokie. What else we got on here? Let's see if someone's got talent in America yet.
Yeah.
Kids, that's always a bad start.
Yeah, that's terrible.
People giving their patronising rounds of applause.
What was the one we were going to watch? There was a good one we were going to watch. What was it? Law and Order. Wasn't how I look. Ridiculousness.
Storage Wars, Texas.
It's all bullshit. It's all fake.
Mate, one of the best shows I used to have on here was people used to make nuclear bunkers and stuff.
Oh, what was that one called? Doomsday Preppers.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the one about the guy?
Here she is.
Who's this? Oh, the 600-pound life. She doesn't look 600 pounds. She looks like she's lost some weight. She doesn't look like 1 pound over 450.
She looks snug.
Yeah.
It looks like she's got food being directly fed into her nose.
I think that's oxygen, hey?
No,
that's terrible.
It's food. It's Mars bars. Melted down, fed directly into a breathing tube.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm willing to go with you on this one. Liquid Mars bars.
There's a man who scratched his head far too much and now he's starting to go bald.
See, I like this doctor because he just talks shit to them, hey?
He just looks at it and says, you're fat.
You need to lose lots more weight before we can do the operation. This is some gold.
That's pretty much every episode of this show.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
What else did we have? Let's check out the cricket score.
It's Pakistan versus Bangladesh.
Yeah, this is a dead rubber, this one.
Partnership. Now, I said that Pakistan were going to lose this one.
I'd go with that. They're 2 for 230 after 40 overs. That's just not good enough.
Yeah, that seems low. And you watch Bangladesh, they'll put on some record quick run chase.
Look, Baba, the elephant's playing there.
Nice. It's going well.
That was almost racist.
Why, Baba? Why was that racist?
No, mocking someone's surname.
Ah, okay.
I'm sure in today's climate that's racism.
Well, I can't believe that you said it was him. You misgendered them straight off the bat.
I've done it twice now. There's nothing going on there.
Yeah.
Live, get up, sport.
It's Jalen and Jacoby. Well, it's Jacoby anyway. He's on there. What are we looking at? Knicks versus Pelicans. Yeah, whatever. Oh, they're playing the first game. When's that on? Oh, that's today. They must be playing Summer League.
That is exactly what it is.
Versus Ion. Yeah, see, I know my sport.
Yeah. There you go. Is that Donald Trump's daughter there?
Ivanka. This is Ivanka. Best post-match segment, loving the TV reviews and discussions. That's from... hang on a second. I'm still in fucking this shit. That's from Christy Davis. We're doing our best here, Christy. We've got lots of good stuff to watch. Foxtel's really pumping out the good content tonight, hey?
Absolutely. Let's see how this one's turned out.
This is well worth $150 a month.
It's time to review my subscription now.
Yeah.
I've never looked outside the sports channel to see what else is out there. I can see why now.
Yeah. This is when you realise that you're paying for all of that reality TV shit. It's like you realise that you've actually been paying the Kardashians a lot of money.
Wow, that's a great font that was.
Yeah.
So she's serious because she gave that little frowny thing she did with her eyebrows.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Olivia Benson. She did the frowny thing then. She's been serious.
It's always the stepfather. Always.
Yeah.
Every time.
Here we go. Let's see if they've trimmed up this chick.
Yeah. And they've got... Okay, so they've only got one sort of ribbony bobble thing in her hair now.
Yeah.
And they've brought her into a guy who... How would you describe him?
Looks like he's from Newtown. Smashed Avo every day.
Yeah.
He smiles far too much.
I'm pretty sure that's his real hair colour too.
Yeah. He smiles far too much, but in a way that isn't comforting.
Yeah.
Like it's uneasy. Nervous. And he's got massive sideburns that they look like they're fake.
And the outside of his eyebrows can move, but nothing in terms of his forehead moves.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. It's like he's got reverse Botox going on. He's put all the Botox in his forehead, not in his eyebrows.
Oh, man.
And he's... Okay. They're trying to determine which hairstyle she should have.
Okay, so they've gone... There's Keira Knightley. There's the first suggestion. She's got the bangs.
Right.
And she's like, oh, I don't know about that one. I'm not into bangs. And then they're going, okay, well, how about this second choice?
There'll be someone with really short hair next.
You reckon?
Yeah. This bloke's going to talk about Keira Knightley's hair a lot.
Yeah.
I'm always a bit concerned about men who like hair this much. It's a weird fetish to have.
I don't know. It smells real good. Now they've put up Emma, what's her name?
Stone?
Stone, yep. Now they say the thing about Emma Stone is she's a ranger.
Yeah.
Would you want to be a ranger? And that she's like laughing at them. She's like, nah, I'm not doing that. I just am not doing that. And they're missing out the fact that in that picture, Emma Stone has all the hair extensions.
This is right.
Yeah, her hair is not like that in real life.
No, she's actually just got a mohawk.
Yeah.
And it's green.
I like to think that in between, okay, who's this? They've got Jessica Alba now. They're saying now, remember Jessica Alba? How about if you had her hairstyle 12 years after she was at a peak? And then they're trying to talk her into it.
She's going to take the Alba.
Yeah, I think she'll go the Alba.
Yeah, I can see it in her eyes.
Know what? I feel like a Jessica Alba, and the Newtown dude is like, bitch, you'll have the haircut we decide you will have.
Look at Sideburns pretending like he really cares about what everyone else is saying. He's already got his heart set on what she's going to have on. You know, she's saying, oh, I like the Alba one because I could probably still put a ponytail in that shit.
Yeah. The least offensive one, really.
Yeah. Okay, she's got to pick one now. Okay, the host is really excited about this.
You know, all of these shows...
She's the only one excited about it, too.
I know. The other guy's just expressionless.
Yeah. Look at him.
You know who he looks like? He looks like a Newtown version of Data out of the Star Trek The Next Generation. That's who he looks like.
Oh, it looks like he's putting tar in her hair.
Yeah, he is. Look at him. He's going to work. This is where the magic happens.
How filthy her hair was.
Right. Curling her eyelashes. And this is where we're going to have the big reveal, I guess.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
We've got to do a lot of talking now.
Yeah.
Are the fans excited?
And she's pointing at a picture of her, what she used to look like, and she's saying, remember how she looked this fucking shit? Well, now she doesn't look as shit.
Yeah, now we're going to make a 2000s trampish.
Yeah.
Here you go. She's in front of a massive crowd because that'll make things better.
Friends and family. And this is where they all
go
go.
On outbreak now.
They all go OMG.
Yeah. So she went with the
Emma Stone.
She went with the Emma Stone.
Yeah. Hair extensions.
And they've got the $2 hooker dress on.
Yep. She's gone red. The guy that used to be the head of Nintendo is having something to say.
He's smiling because he's going, yeah, I get to bang that tonight.
Oh, jeez.
That's the look on his face. Look at it.
I don't know. I feel like he's not into that.
He's not even looking at her eyes. You can see what he's looking at. You can read that man easy. He hasn't said a word. He's just staring.
I reckon all of these shows would be like 200% better if they were all hosted by the Macho Man Randy Savage. Like, I know he's passed away, but I just think it'd be amazing to see him going like, oh yeah, we're gonna bring her out right now. I'm the Macho Man Randy Savage.
But you gotta do that accent for a lot more. That's brilliant.
The best one that does it, there's a comedian that does the best Macho Man Randy Savage. It is unparalleled in all of history. If you don't know who Macho Man Randy Savage is, look up Macho Man Randy Savage and Cream Rising to the Top on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
It is one of the funniest clips you will ever see.
In other funny clips, Collingwood lost again.
Oh, really? Look at that guy. He's got a typical AFL haircut.
I don't know who these people are, but I know
all mullets. How many mullets?
I know that when Collingwood loses, it's half of Melbourne gets the shit. So that always amuses me.
Yeah.
He's a bloke wearing a jumper that's got stripes on it with the colours of poo and piss.
It's just all... It's like... I don't know how many players are on an AFL field. How many is there? Like 36 or something?
64 or something, I think it is.
78, yeah. It's like watching 35 Josh Dugans. That's what it is selling out. Am I wrong? Look at all their haircuts.
That's harsh. I'd say Ryan Hall's.
That's right.
What else have we got on here? Are we going to get to see any poker here?
Yeah, we haven't seen any poker.
No, just commentary.
Yeah. It's a shame the basketball's not on. Could call some basketball. We got the Wimbledon. Smack.
Well, that's pretty much it. We might have to wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, I think we did good tonight. I think we did really good.
We certainly did. Let's bring this over here.
Yeah.
I would say thanks for tuning in, people. This will be live as a podcast over the next, I don't know, few hours or so, I guess.
Yeah,
so
a few hours, few weeks, few days. We'll review it.
Yeah.
Make sure we didn't say anything completely inappropriate.
Review done. It's good. Let's go. So thanks for tuning in, and we might even do another live one sometime in the next few days if you want.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
Okay, we'll do that.
And
We'll get people a bit more prepared, and they can send us in some stuff. Save us looking at fashion shows.
Oh, you know what? We had 2 emails.
Oh,
we'll read them in our next live show.
Good idea.
That would be good for State of Origin too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plan.
I reckon. Yep. That's all the prep I'm doing.
That's good for me. All right, if we'll turn that thing off.
Yep.
Let's stop that. Right. And thanks for tuning in, everyone. And we'll see you later.